Hello, today for review I've got two the most expensive players in my collection. It's Lotoo Paw Gold Touch and Astell&Kern SP1000 Ultima. Of course, it's two well-known companies that created a lot of really successful models, and those are two their biggest creations. Ultima introduced at the end of 2017, and Lotoo Paw Gold Touch that hit the stores closer to the end of 2018. So 1 year difference, but Ultima is still probably maybe not unbeatable, because Lotoo Paw Gold Touch is coming really close. A kind of spoiler here, but definitely it's two devices that can give you the best possible sound in the portable audio world. And now let's try to compare them. I won't say which one is better, it's another spoiler, but because they are really close. But let's discuss their similarities and differences. Both are using sensor screens as the main controls, but both have separate buttons for playback control. Here is also on-off button and volume control. Ultima combines them with one wheel. You can rotate it to change the volume, you can click it to turn it on and off, and that's main difference in terms of UI and UX. Cases are also different. Astell&Kern's signature design with a lot of sharp edges. Ultima came in different versions, copper one, stainless steel one. Also they offering now some limited versions with different colors, but anyway I prefer the copper one. I like this sense of this a bit retro style, and Lotoo Paw Gold Touch is absolutely modernistic, maybe not as much as Astell&Kern's Futura, but it's more modern, more more curvy design, so no sharp edges, everything is smooth, and it's different feel. As for size, Lotoo is smaller in both dimensions, but thicker. Also Astell&Kern is heavier, so here is big 5-inch screen, and this makes this player almost not portable. Actually it's portable but not pocketable, would be correct. Here is USB-C for charging. It also can be used to output signal to the digital to analog converter. This player can be used as a digital to analog converter, while this one doesn't have output to the external digital to analog converter. And besides that, also it can be used as digital to analog converter. It can be used for charging, so lifetime here is about 10 hours, here about 12, so a bit more. And here used full-size SD slot, here used micro SD. Also this one has 256 GB of built-in flash. It's probably another good feature. And another difference here, for balanced output used Pentacon. Here is 2.5mm. Actually Astell&Kern was probably the creators of this standard. And in terms of firmware, here is also a pretty noticeable difference. Lotoo Paw Gold Touch uses its own firmware, while Ultima has customized Android. So both have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, but here Wi-Fi used only to update firmware, no streaming services, no DLNA or some substitutions. And here you can use streaming media, and you can install APK files. So here is services. You can install TOTL, Deezer and others third-party services to use streaming if you want it. A bit different approach to interface, but both are comfortable, both are pretty usable, both are very convenient. In terms of power, Lotoo is more powerful, and that's another difference. For full-size scans, probably it would be a bit better choice. Let me turn actually Wi-Fi here off, so it won't consume my battery in vain. And besides that, file management, media libraries, etc. are pretty close. Actually, Lotoo offers a bit better equalizer that has less less impact on, actually not probably less impact on sound, it's less impacting sound besides equalizing, so it's probably the best option for those who like tuning sound with equalizer. And besides streaming media and equalizer, actually firmware, I'd say they are equal, both having similar features and so on. And you know, actually in terms of sound, they are also pretty similar, because they're using same digital tonal converter, AK 4497, and they've got pretty similar to each other tunings, because both are trying to be natural but at the same time not too dry and not too monitoring, and they have almost same representation, same control, everything, etc, etc, etc. Actually they are pretty on the same level, I'd say, with the main difference that here you will have this signature Astell&Kern coloration, this so-called fluid mids, a bit smoother representation, but at the same time without sacrificing any micro details. And this one is adding a bit of tiny bit of emotions and a bit of aggression on the upper mids, so you will have a bit more more forward sound, especially on vocals. You know, actually selecting one of these two dubs is really complicated, so just a few advices. If you need streaming, then Astell&Kern will be your choice. They actually priced almost equally. This one is 3,500, this one is 3,200. They have almost equal price, very similar level of sound, but if you need streaming, so I already said that if you need streaming, then Astell&Kern will be your best choice. If you don't need it and if you have LDAC headphones, then this one will be your choice. If you like equalizing, also go for Lotoo. If you need a bit more power, also Lotoo will be for you. And actually, you know, it's a bit of subjective part here. I prefer this one for jazz music, for how to name it, non-orchestral classical music, and this one I prefer for vocal, for classic rock, for orchestral classic, so for those genres that will benefit of this a bit added mids. And this one is for more for genres that are more rich with small nuances. So here was this was two really great dubs. And actually, if you ask me which one I'd prefer, I can say I don't know, because I listen to a lot of music and I like them both, and I will keep them both, because, you know, difference isn't big, but it's still audible, and I will use them probably this on even days and this on odd days, or vice versa, I don't know. I hope actually I will get Kane N8 for reviews too, and I will do bigger comparison of flagships. Thank you for attention.